What drives a person to take on humanity's biggest challenges to revolutionize cars, space travel, and energy all at once? Elon Musk by Walter Isaacson dives deep into the mind of one of the most controversial and visionary figures of our time. Through 2 years of shadowing Musk and countless interviews with his family, friends, and colleagues, Isaacson paints an intimate portrait of a man whose brilliance and flaws are inseparable, a man obsessed with shaping the future. The first lesson from Elon Musk is the power of an obsessive mission. Musk's life has been driven by a singular purpose: to ensure the survival and advancement of humanity. Whether it's reducing carbon emissions through Tesla, making space travel sustainable with SpaceX, or enabling neural interfaces through Neuralink, Musk's motivation goes beyond profit. It's about impact. His companies are all tied to one mission: expanding the boundaries of what's possible. The second lesson is about intensity. Musk operates at an almost superhuman level of energy and focus. He works 80 to 100 hours a week, expects the same from those around him, and pushes teams to the edge of exhaustion. This intensity can be both inspiring and destructive. It drives breakthroughs like reusable rockets and affordable electric vehicles, but it also creates burnout, fear, and chaos. Isaacson shows that Musk's brilliance comes with a cost. His demand for perfection leaves little room for rest or compromise. The third lesson is learning through failure. Musk's story is filled with near disasters: rockets exploding, Tesla on the verge of bankruptcy, factories behind schedule, critics calling him delusional. Yet failure never stops him. At SpaceX, early rocket crashes weren't defeats, they were experiments. Each failure brought data, and each data point brought progress. Musk's philosophy mirrors that of an engineer: fail fast, learn faster, and never quit. The fourth lesson is first principles thinking. Musk approaches every challenge from the ground up. Instead of accepting existing limits, he breaks problems down to fundamental truths like a physicist. When people told him rockets cost hundreds of millions, he asked why. By analyzing raw materials, he realized the cost could be cut drastically. This mindset questioning assumptions and rebuilding from first principles allows him to innovate where others see barriers. The fifth lesson is risk tolerance. Musk has repeatedly bet everything: time, money, reputation on his vision. In 2008, both SpaceX and Tesla were close to collapse. He personally funded both companies, risking his entire fortune. Most people would have played it safe. Musk doubled down. That willingness to risk failure for a higher mission defined his career. The sixth lesson is about vertical integration and control. Like Steve Jobs, Musk believes in controlling the entire process from design and production to software and infrastructure. Tesla builds its own batteries, designs its own chips, and even owns charging networks. SpaceX manufactures 85% of its rocket components in-house. This control allows rapid iteration, quality improvement, and independence from slow-moving suppliers. The seventh lesson is speed and execution. Musk's mantra is move fast and fix things. He hates bureaucracy, endless meetings, and over-planning. Instead, he drives teams to act immediately, test, and iterate. At SpaceX, he encourages engineers to make bold decisions, and if it fails, to learn and try again. His companies are built on the principle that velocity is power. The eighth lesson is the power of storytelling. Musk isn't just an engineer, he's a master storyteller. He crafts narratives that inspire investors, employees, and the public. When he talks about colonizing Mars or transitioning the world to sustainable energy, people believe him because he believes it so deeply himself. This vision-driven storytelling fuels his companies with purpose, and attracts extraordinary talent. The ninth lesson is about the duality of leadership. Musk can be inspiring one moment and brutal the next. He drives people beyond their limits, often crossing emotional boundaries. Isaacson portrays him as both visionary and volatile, capable of compassion and cruelty in the same breath. His relentless drive for excellence demands much from others, sometimes too much. Yet those who survive under his leadership often produce miracles. The 10th lesson is his obsession with engineering over management. Musk doesn't see himself as a CEO, but as a chief engineer. He spends his time on the factory floor, in design meetings, or debugging problems. He dives into details most executives would delegate. This hands-on approach ensures quality, but often alienates traditional managers who prefer structure and predictability. The 11th lesson is the importance of iteration. Whether it's rockets, cars, or robots, Musk's method is iterative design build, test, learn, repeat. SpaceX's Starship program, for example, is based on continuous testing and rapid failure cycles. This process defies corporate norms but accelerates innovation. Musk's mantra is simple. If you're not failing enough, you're not innovating fast enough. The 12th lesson is the cost of greatness. Isaacson doesn't shy away from Musk's flaws, his emotional volatility, harsh management style, and personal struggles. Musk's relationships often suffer under the weight of his mission. He pushes himself and others to extremes. But as Isaacson shows, his flaws are inseparable from his genius. His intensity, impulsiveness, and obsession, the same traits that cause chaos, are also the fuel behind his world-changing achievements. So how do we apply Elon Musk today? First, define your mission. Find a purpose so compelling it pulls you forward. Second, think from first principles. Question assumptions and rebuild from the ground up. Third, embrace failure. See every setback as data, not defeat. Fourth, take calculated risks. Growth requires discomfort. Fifth, act fast. Execution matters more than perfection. Sixth, tell a compelling story. Inspire others to believe in your mission. Seventh, build from the inside out. Control what's critical to your success. Eighth, stay curious. Keep learning across disciplines, engineering, business, science, and beyond. Ninth, understand your limits. Drive is essential, but so is empathy. 10th, pursue impact, not comfort. The goal isn't ease, it's evolution. Modern relevance is undeniable. In an era of automation, AI, and climate change, Musk's companies, Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, The Boring Company, and xAI shape the future of transportation, energy, and human possibility. Love him or hate him, his influence is everywhere. Isaacson's portrait captures a paradox, a man who is both hero and anti-hero, innovator and disruptor, visionary and provocateur. Perhaps the most powerful lesson from Elon Musk is that greatness requires discomfort. True innovation demands obsession, sacrifice, and the courage to look foolish. Musk shows that changing the world isn't about playing it safe. It's about daring to dream outrageously and pushing until the impossible becomes inevitable. The big takeaway from Elon Musk is this: bold vision means nothing without relentless execution. Genius isn't a gift, it's grit, obsession, and the willingness to endure pain in pursuit of progress. Musk may be imperfect, but his story reminds us that progress is built by those who refuse to stop trying. That was Elon Musk by Walter Isaacson, broken down into its most powerful lessons in under 10 minutes. Which lesson resonates most with you? The courage to take risks, the discipline of iteration, or the obsession with mission? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this summary, make sure to like this video, subscribe to 10-Minute Books, and ring the bell so you never miss our weekly breakdowns of life-changing books. Thanks for watching, and remember, the people crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.